Okay, I just want to show you how windy it is outside. Are you ready? It's a little windy. Yeah, not a good day to set the tripod out on my balcony. Hi everybody. Well, I think Tony and I, well, we might have goofed up. So, I've only been to this part of the world, Greenland and Iceland, once before, and that was over a decade ago myself. Tony, never been to Iceland or Greenland, so this is kind of a new experience for us. I mean, lots have changed in 10 years since I've been here, that's for sure. But, as some people who are used to, cruising the Mediterranean, cruising Alaska, cruising the Caribbean, we're kind of used to, when we get into a cruise port, if we haven't booked something with the cruise company, like a shore excursion, that we can find lots of local tours sitting there on the dock trying to sell us tours. And we're kind of used to that. So we did book our cruises, our tours and everything for Iceland. And in Greenland, when we were looking, we couldn't quite make up our mind what we wanted to do. And we kind of, because this was kind of a last minute thing for us. So by the time we decided to go, a lot of it was gone already. So the one that I did think that I might like doing was the tour around the icebergs, where they head into a fjord and it's the capital of icebergs in the world, they say. And it's like a small motorized raft or a rib boat, and in you would go. It's only an hour long. But when we started looking at the prices, I guess because most of them were sold out, it was like $500 a person US. $500 for an hour on a rib boat. And we said to ourselves, is it worth it? And we kind of, well, maybe it'll go down, maybe. And the minute we stepped on the ship, suddenly there were no tours left for the various things, including the helicopter up to the glaciers, including the boat ride out to the hot springs that's here. They have an actual, not a man-made hot spring, it's a natural hot spring. But you have to take a boat for like an hour and a half to 2 hours to get there. That was like $700 as well. And then there was, the only ones that are left right now are walking tours. Now, we attended the lecture that's here, and the walking tour, like the first town we're in, I think has under 1,000 people living there. I mean, it looks like we can walk it in about 15 minutes, the whole town. There's not a whole lot in the town itself to do. They have a very small museum. In the first town, they sometimes set up little tents to sell some local things. And there's a church. And then there's some sculptures in the rocks. And that's the walking tour. That's $170 a person right now, currently, for sale. I think Tony and I don't need to pay $170 to walk around a town that size. I don't think I would spend $170 to walk around the capital city of Iceland. But, yeah. As of right now, our 2 stops in Greenland, we have 0 things planned. Like 0 excursions. And we are a little disappointed. Like, I would have loved to have gone to see the icebergs. Travel on a speedboat amongst the icebergs. That would be very, very cool. Even possibly getting up in the helicopter and flying up to a glacier. But some of these excursions are like outrageous. Like, we think Alaska's expensive sometimes for excursions. Sorry, Greenland is blowing that out of the water. Out of the water. I mean, a boat ride to the fjords. Just a boat ride through the fjords. Over $1,000 a person from the dock. Because there's not much else to do, apparently, in Greenland. But hey, I'm a nature guy. I'm a scenery guy. I'm a mountain guy. I'm an ocean guy. I love just looking at the views and enjoying the vistas. So I think that's probably what we're going to end up doing. But we thought, just like most people, oh, we can just hop on something when we get there. Or we can decide once we get on the ship. I've done that hundreds of times where I've decided, you know what? I'm going to go over and I'm going to do that excursion, go down and sign up for it. Boom, I'm on, no problem, it's done. And if I can't find it there, as soon as I get to shore, there's about 30 people there trying to sell me the exact same excursion. Not so much here. Not so much here. There's not even a taxi to drive you around because the town is so small. So, yeah. And they actually, in the speaker talk today, said that you can actually sometimes see icebergs floating right out in the harbor between the ship and the town. And you can often see it, just many of them floating by. So that's what we're kind of hoping for. We're going to see tomorrow. Now, if we get ashore and lo and behold, there is a tour there that we can do, we'll probably jump on it. But for anyone visiting Greenland and Iceland, if you want to do a tour, I would highly recommend booking it the minute you know that you want to do that tour. Because if you wait like we did till you get on the ship, you might just find out there are absolutely zero excursions remaining. I don't know if they thought about the branding for these slushies or not, but it's pronounced crap.